Steve Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside, ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Oh, we're ready to go. The fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, he's here with us today. We'll be seeing Jeff right there in the ring. Brian Christopher is scheduled to be here today as well. And I understand that Bert Prentice has himself a new tag team, Brute Force.
Yes, that's what I understand. Sounds like trouble to me. I tell you what, we got lots more coming up, too. You stay with us. We'll be back to get it underway right after this.
Dave, we're coming up on the departure time about 6. Roger, copy 1980.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff.
Hello, I'm looking for a tail light for an 81 T-Bird. You wouldn't know if you have one in stock.
Sure, when do you need it?
I was wondering if you had a bucket seat for a 1980 Capri?
Sure do. I can see it from here.
Could you help me find a fender for a 1981 Ford truck?
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Levy Auto Parts offers a complete line of motor parts, and Levy's continues its fantastic $10 special on a wide variety of used parts. Levy Auto Parts with 2 convenient locations, 1720 North Thomas and 1336 North 2nd.
With just $99 down, the 93 Summer Sell Down at Guadalupe Hyundai makes more than cents. It makes dollars and cents. To make room for the 94s, right now we're closing out our entire stock. A new 93 itself, just $73.99 or $99 down, $159 a month. 4-door Elantra's with air, $95.99 or $99 down, $199 a month. 4-door Sonatas with automatic, $10,499 or $99 down, $239 a month.
See our ad in Saturday's paper. There's truly something for everyone at Guadalupe Chevrolet Hyundai, Airways in Winchester at the airport.
Don't even think about it.
Please?
You know, this is a mighty big week in the world of wrestling coming up here, and certainly no exception is going to be tomorrow night. That's right, Sunday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. And one of the features is going to be this, Caged King. What are we talking about? Well, of course, we're talking about the king of wrestling himself, Jerry the King Lawler, and we're talking about the king of the ring, Bret Hitman Hart. The King will be in the cage in a special match coming up. Now, these guys have met before. I think most of you wrestling fans know that. The last time around, it was a tag team match in which Jerry the King Lawler was teamed with the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. And the King of the Ring, Bret Hart, was teamed with his brother, Owen Rocket Hart. Take a look at some of the highlights.
Jarrett reaching for Lawler. And Bret Hart just stops it, pulls him by his hair, and yanks him down to the mat. Boy, that's about the 3rd time now Bret Hart's interfered. Look at this, though. Jeff Jarrett gets out of the way, and Bret Hart nails his brother Owen, and Jeff tags the King. The strap of Lawler comes on. He nails Owen Hart. Slams Owen and Bret Hart right into each other. Jerry the King Lawler going up to Owen Hart. Flips Owen over. The King, Jerry Lawler, coming off the middle rope. Drops the right fist on Owen. Here comes Bret. Pulls Lawler off the cover. Jarrett comes in and retaliates on Bret Hart. Hey, Lawler, got Owen set up. Woo, boy. He falls, drives Owen Hart. Rocket is down. Hey, Prentice, he just handed Bret Hart something. And boy, he clobbers Lawler with it. Covers him, 2 and 3. That's going to do it 20 minutes, 54 seconds. The Hard Orange and Fred, they'll get the win in 20:54 over the King and the Fabulous One. In 20 minutes and 54 seconds, your winners of the bout, Owen and Fred Hart. May I present the winners of the match? Are you listening to me? The winners of the match, the King, Fred Hart, and the Rocket Owen Hart. Get over here. So much for the King. Yeah. So much for Memphis. So much for Disgraceland. Because this guy is a sham. This guy is a fraud. And this guy is a phony. I'm the King. This is the Prince of Darkness, and we are the excellence of execution. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be. Jerry Lawler, I hope you and I hope Memphis have learned a big lesson. You'll never be the best. You'll always be just plain old simple Disgraceland. In the ring right now, we got PG-13 and going against them, Tony Williams and Randy Rocket as we're underway with this USWA match.
Yeah, we see you, JC. JCI says PG-13 is in the house. We're underway with it. 1 fall, 15 minutes in time. Tony Williams and Randy Rocket. Teaming out. Should be a good team as they stand in against PG-13, and should be a pretty good match, Dave.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Tony Williams, that's tough back in the corner. Wolfie D brought the knee to the midsection.
Reversal here. Wolfie comes off the second rope. Misses with the flying press. Tony Williams is there. Wolfie turns around, boy, and Tony Williams going after him, too. He kicks out. Boy, Tony Williams hot and rolling out there, Sir Wolfie D. Wolfie D almost found himself pinned right there.
Yeah, I thought maybe Tony could hold him for the count of 3. Tony, one of the finest athletes. He gives away lots of size when he steps in the ring, but, man, he's in great shape.
Oh, yeah, he moves around the ring real good. So does Randy Rocket. As he gives Wolfie D a nice back drop, and Wolfie says, hey, that's enough. How about a timeout? I don't think they have any left, though.
You're right. Yeah, timeouts remaining when they got here, 0.
Yeah, when the bell rings. Well, why do these guys think they have timeouts? No such thing in wrestling. Well, there is. Randy Rocket picks up JCI. Wolfie D comes in, and they meet. Double drop kick from Tony Williams and Randy Rocket, and all of a sudden PG-13 are outside of the ring.
They've embarrassed them. Tony Williams and Randy Rocket have run them out of the ring, and now PG-13 going to have to get together. What they're doing right now is sort of regroup. Watch out, though, because sometimes when they regroup, they start ignoring the rule book totally.
Good opening bout today on USWA Wrestling and the fans. You still got the Fabulous One, Jeff Jarrett, here today. We'll be seeing Jeff right here in action. Brian Christopher, First Prentice has that new team we'll be seeing. We've still got a lot to go here today. Rocket! Went for the clothesline. Wolfie D went under and came back with that big kick. Takes Randy Rocket down, and it slows him down as well. Slams him over into the knee of JCI. JC puts the foot to Randy Rocket and whips him into the ropes. Elbow Rocket and takes him down. Well, PG-13 looks like they have done some regrouping, Dave, and they double team Randy Rocket right now.
Yeah, they're making him pay. Wolfie D with a shot at Tony Williams over in the corner. Tony was just standing there in the corner as he is supposed to do.
Ooh, boy. Wolfie D slams Randy Rocket over. Here comes JCI off the ropes, and Wolfie drops him right down on Randy Rocket. 1, 2, Rocket kicks out. Boy, I thought Randy had Randy that time.
Yep, he was very close to a pin.
Very close, and the tag on Whoopie D, and PG-13 continue tagging in and out. Going after Randy Rocket.
You know, one thing I've noticed about PG-13 that seems to be typical of highly successful tag teams, and that is they don't let up. Once they get the advantage, they don't let up. Sometimes, as we said in the case of these guys, it involves breaking the rules, too. But they're tenacious.
Yeah, you're right about that. They do not let up on you. Once they get you down, they will double team you as they do Randy Rocket here now. Randy goes under, comes back. That double clothesline from Randy Rocket takes down PG-13, and Randy gets a tag on his partner. Here comes Tony Williams. Tony slams down Whoopie D. Slams JC. Big drop kick from Tony. Boy, Tony Williams is in there, but he's got JCI's Rocket. Takes Whoopie D, and PG-13 had themselves what could have been a good move, but it didn't work out. And now JCI is going to try to work it out, but now it's Tony Williams with that hubcap. Boy, now see, that's the kind of stuff that you were talking about a moment ago. 1, 2, and 3, and that'll do it. PG-13, JCI's and Whoopie D get the win, and the regrouping worked out just like you said it would.
And you saw what it took. It took that hubcap, a foreign object brought into the ring by JCI. Tony Williams fell shaking his head. He was hit by the hubcap. Referee didn't see that. The count of 3 he saw after the cover. And,
the fans are telling the referee what happened.
Yep, they're explaining, but of course C.D. Field didn't see it. He was involved across the ring otherwise, so... Oh, he reversed it!
C.D. just reversed it, but he raised the hand to Tony Williams.
He sure did. He reversed it.
Yeah, he's reversed it, and Tony Williams and Randy Rocket get the win over PG-13.
And the fans are happy. Yeah, what about that was? That was terrific. PG-13 not happy at all as they leave the area. I tell you, somebody else wasn't very happy. Let's take a look at some highlights right here of a match that occurred a few days ago between the King, Jerry Lawler, and referee Paul Neighbors. Neighbors had as his second Vince McMahon. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mr. Vince McMahon.
It's no secret I don't like Jerry Lawler. And it's no secret I don't like anybody who likes Jerry Lawler either. I'd like to introduce to you a man standing to my right. His name is Pat Patterson, one of the all-time great wrestlers. And if you come close to me, you're going to answer to Pat Patterson.
Here we go. Jerry Lawler, Paul Neighbors. Oh, no. Paul's out again. Lawler's after him, though. There goes Miller's after him. Hey, look at that. Vince McMahon puts his foot out and trips Lawler out. The King running after Paul Neighbors, and Vince McMahon just politely steps his foot out and trips Lawler as the King was running by. Pat Patterson all of a sudden steps up, and Patterson with his finger in Lawler's face over there. Lawler standing up to Pat Patterson, and Patterson telling the King that he's got to get by him to get to Vince McMahon. Oh yeah, and McMahon just sits there like nothing ever happened. Paul Neighbors nails Lawler from behind, and Neighbors goes after the King. slides out in a little comfort with Vince McMahon out on the concrete floor here. Lawler jumps out. Oh, look at this. Patterson gets up and says, "You're not going anywhere." Lawler just pushes Frank Morrell back, and Pat Patterson standing up. Patterson telling Lawler that he's not going to let him by. Oh, Lawler throws Pat Patterson into the ring post, and Vince McMahon, sitting down at ringside, the King pulls his stuff down, and he's inviting Vince McMahon to stand on his feet out here. McMahon won't get up yet. Vince McMahon sitting down in his seat, and finally McMahon stands up, and Lawler's begging Vince McMahon. He's begging him to hit him. McMahon takes his jacket off, and Vince McMahon takes off his suit coat. Oh, and he nails the King with a right hand. Vince McMahon hauls off and nails Lawler with a big right hand. Takes the King and whips him in the ring. He and Pat Patterson. Well, big advantage for Paul Neighbors in there. Neighbors swinging away at Lawler, and the King nails Paul Neighbors with a right hand. Picks Paul up and nails him again. Lawler's got Paul Neighbors, setting him up for the pile driver. Oh, man! He lifted Neighbors up with that one. They say one more time. King said, "Okay, one more time." Oh, boy. Paul Neighbors is out, but Lawler doesn't quit. Another power driver on Neighbors. That's 4 of them on Paul Neighbors. Sets him up again. That's 5 power drivers. Morrell says that's all. He's calling for the stretcher. Well, Paul, I hope you enjoy your trip. And you know, I forgot, I got one more little going away present for you. Oh, boy, the King says he's got another trip. Something else for Paul Neighbors. Lights up fire and throws it on Paul Neighbors.
Chuck Cotton Van World is a fantasy island with over 175 custom vans and 6.5% interest and 72 months to pay for qualified buyers. 6.5% interest and 72 months on every new Choo-Choo, Explorer, Timeless, and Van Pekin Stockman. Take a timeless raise to a custom van with a giant 14-inch color TV, central heat and air, sofa bed, and big 350 V8 engines for only $29.88. Chuck Cotton Van World, where I-240 and Mount Moriah meet in Memphis, Mom.
Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, home of 1 million parts. Call or come by 3100 Gill Road and see Dennis Hall's large inventory of both domestic and foreign parts. Bumper-to-bumper body parts, used and rebuilt engines and transmissions. They also specialize in both new and used glass replacement for all makes and models of cars and trucks. For steering column and deck repair, Dennis Hall's guarantees the lowest prices in Memphis.
Hi, I'm Chris. Real Deal Coffee for the best prices in town. Come on down.
Hello, Pizza Hut Delivery.
Yes, this is the home of the Bigfoot Pizza.
Yes, we'll deliver it. Hello, Little Caesars.
No Bigfoot,
No Smallfoot,
no medium foot.
and especially no delivery.
For the biggest pizza you can get delivered, there's only one place to call. Pizza Hut.
Right to your door.
That we will. Even if we made the Bigfoot pizza,
Which we don't.
we wouldn't deliver because we can't.
Yes,
Yes, we do.
absolutely. Unless we deliver. What do you think, I'm a stork? No, we don't deliver.
Bigfoot Pizza from Pizza Hut. The biggest pizza you can get delivered.
Only Action News 5 brought you the first-hand account of the shooting of a Memphis doctor.
I heard a gunshot. I didn't know the doctor had a gun. They wrestled around for 5 to 10 seconds, and the man had the doctor on the ground and said, "That'll teach you for shooting me," and shot him 4 or 5 times.
And you saw how he feared for his own life.
Stuck his hand through the glass and said, "You got to die."
Action News 5, 24 hours a day, the Mid-South news leader.
Caged King tomorrow night, Sunday night, tomorrow night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Jerry the King Lawler, the king of the ring, Bret the Hitman Hart. Put them in the cage together and see who wins. Now, of course, Lawler had a very good week last week as he was able to defeat referee Paul Neighbors, as you saw in the videotape. He was hauled out on a stretcher. The King had issued a guarantee that he'd give everybody in the Coliseum their money back if Neighbors was able to beat him. Well, of course, Neighbors was not able to do that, even though he had as his second Vince McMahon. And I think if you were watching the video, you saw McMahon trip Jerry Lawler as he went by one time. Well, McMahon made no secret about not liking Jerry Lawler, and he had a few comments. Here they are.
How could you have been so rude? That's Southern hospitality. How could you have been so rude? I mean, come on. I'm simply introduced and you people are booing. Why? Give me a break. Jerry Lawler starts running around the ring as I'm sitting at ringside, starts running around the ring, trips over his own feet, points the finger at me and blames me. I had nothing to do with it. Come on, Jerry Lawler. Then from there you want to get in my face. Oh, your breath, you've got the worst case of halitosis, but you know what? Come to think of it, it smelled just like the Mid-South Coliseum. It smelled just like everyone in there smelled. I've never been insulted like I was this past Monday night. Never. And Jerry Lawler, you asked for it, and you got it. But you know what? You're asking for it again. You're asking for it again because come tomorrow night, you're really going to get it. Come tomorrow night when the Hitman Bret Hart, the former World Wrestling Federation champion, steps into the ring with you inside a steel cage. It's bye-bye Jerry Lawler. It's no more king because you never really were the king. I mean, these Memphians really can't believe that you are the king of wrestling. And if you ever did believe Jerry Lawler was the king, you're going to find out differently. Because come tomorrow night, Bret Hart, inside a steel cage, will prove once and for all he is the undisputed king of wrestling. And by the way, as I think back to last Monday, I think about Jerry Lawler. I think about how he's been pulling the wool over your eyes here in Memphis for a long, long time. I mean, how gullible can you people get? Jerry Lawler says he's going to give you your money back if he doesn't defeat this poor pot-bellied referee and send him to the hospital. Whoop-de-doo. I'll tell you what, big mouth Jerry Lawler. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Come tomorrow night in the steel cage match with Bret Hart. Why don't you say the very same thing? Come on, tough guy. Come on, big mouth. Why don't you say, if I lose the match to the Hitman Bret Hart, I'll give you your money back. Why don't you say that, huh? Well, if you do say that, Jerry Lawler, which I doubt you will, if you do, I think you're in for a big surprise.
In the ring right now, we're just about set to go. At our next action, we got Tim Sadler up there with Spike Lewis. And on the way, well, here comes Bert Prentice right here. Oh, goodness gracious. That's the first look at him. And Prentice is bringing him over this way.
You know, a little bit of each day of my life, I'm looking for great wrestling talent. And standing in here with me right now is great wrestling talent because for over 18 months, I've been negotiating with these two brutes to come in here. And you know what? The Moon Dogs aren't here today. What's that tell you? ladies and gentlemen, meet brute force. And they're going to be a brute force to be reckoned with. Tell them, boys. Brute force is the ultimate heavy metal thrashing machine. And anybody that gets in our way is going to get their stinking teeth kicked out. Tell them, Slammer.
The USWA has never seen anything quite like us. So you better be ready for the heavy metal nightmare with brute force.
Well, they're big, they're impressive. Destroy.
Watch this.
Bert Prentice sends them to the ring. Brute force. And Corey, I can tell you right now that Mr. Sadler and Mr. Lewis looks like already are going to have a long day here today. What a big, powerful-looking team Bert Prentice has brought in here. Referee T.D. Steele calls for the bell, and here we go.
Yeah, and Bert Prentice throws those heavy metal jackets from this brute force over here and says, and don't you take them home.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't have to worry about that.
I tell you what, with all those spikes sticking out of there, I don't want comfortable interviewing. I'm afraid they'd stick me with one of those spikes there.
I'm saying.
Boy.
Brute force, new tag team in the USWA, and heard a lot about them, don't know much about them. I understand that they are tough. Prentice says he's finally got them in here. They say they are the heavy metal tag team.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and look at this guy. They are a powerful team.
Brute force in the USWA, and Tim Sadler whips into the rope. Sadler comes off. Boy.
Man. They double-teamed him, and they snapped him on that top rope.
Yeah, Sadler went flying over that top rope. I thought for a minute he was going to end up on the floor over there, over that top rope. Spike Lewis gets the tag, and that's all he gets. He gets in there, and brute force. Big power slam on Spike Lewis. Takes Spike over to his partner and tags his partner. And the other member of brute force comes in. Slams away on Spike Lewis. Like I said, I don't know much about them. We've heard a lot about them. They come in very highly recommended and got a lot of wrestling background behind them.
And not too much respect for authority either. T.D. Steele, the referee, was kind of in the path there, and brute force was insulting him after he had thrown Spike Lewis into the corner and said, "Get out of my way when I'm headed to the corner with him." Well, I tell you what. This looks like big-time trouble in the USWA, this brute force.
Yeah, they do that. Spike Lewis, after coming off the leg of one of the brute force members, gets a 1, 2, 3, and that'll do it. Oh, Spike goes out of there, and Spike Lewis and Tim Sadler get defeated by this team of brute force.
Folks, Bob Burke comes. The Sunrise Pontiac GMC Truck 5th Annual Tent Sale. That's right, the #1 value Pontiac dealer in Tennessee and the #1 GMC truck dealer in a 10-state area is offering the biggest savings of the year on more than 500 new cars and trucks and a huge selection of used cars, including all cars and trucks under $29.95. Salespeople have been told to write all offers. Managers have been instructed to slash prices to rock bottom. Free hot dogs, Cokes, and balloons for the kids. Want to save some money? Get into the tent sale going on now at Sunrise, the ugliest building on Covington Pike, Memphis.
At Circuit City, we'll beat anybody's price. Guaranteed. This week, get 0% interest till 1994 on top brand camcorders and on all IBM and compact computers. Plus, all RCA TVs are on sale, like this 20-inch with remote, just $197.97. And all Sony portable CD players are on sale, like this CD boombox, now $149.97.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
Eggs, bacon, a stack of pancakes, and coffee.
Don't forget about Wendy's new Big Bacon Classic.
Oh, yeah. Just coffee.
Just for your lunch, fellas. It's a whole quarter-pound of fresh beef, cheese, lots of toppings.
How many?
3 big strips of bacon.
Introducing Wendy's Big Bacon Classic. If you've got a big appetite for big bacon cheeseburgers, this is it. But remember, come hungry.
You didn't finish.
I'm full.
You ate breakfast, didn't you?
sensational summer savings.
Homer Skelton Autoflex.
All Mazdas are sale priced as Homer Skelton launches the all-new 94 Mazda truck. From towing capacity to horsepower to value and warranty, Homer Skelton's all-new Mazda truck beats them all. This weekend only, priced as low as $79.88. Homer Skelton's prices feel as good as the Mazdas. This weekend only, $79.88 for an all-new 94 Mazda truck.
Homer Skelton Autoflex.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Walters at Performance Toyota in Memphis. The other guys. Right now, big news, folks. It's our Toyotathon summer sales event. Your chance to save lots of money. Every car and truck in our giant inventory sale price. And here's just one example. Make that short drive right now, folks. You can drive home in a brand new Toyota sport car just like this one. Tough, rugged, fun to drive. And here's the best part. Pay no money down and just $146 a month. Hey, you couple that with our positive, friendly attitude, and why would you shop anywhere else? It's Toyotathon. Performance Toyota, Mount Moriah, Mendenhall. You come and see us.
The big flea market at the Memphis Fairgrounds this weekend. Friday night preview shopping, 6 till 9. Saturday and Sunday, 9 till 6. Vendors call 767-1238. See you at the fairgrounds.
Hi, I'm Charles Hayes Jr. If you need paint or body work, mechanical work, or even upholstery work, come see us at Hayes Body Shop, the specialist in auto repair.
Fleming's 47th anniversary means big savings for you, like this great sleeper in twin, full, or queen size for just $377 with no payments till next year. Fleming's is simply the best.
Watch The Mirror Cracked today at noon on TV5, the Mid-South's news leader.
Well, the King is here right now. Jerry the King Lawler. Remember, it's Cage King tomorrow night at the Mid-South Coliseum. And you're wearing a King of the Ring shirt here and all of that.
Well, you know, this is where it all started, June 13th, Dayton, Ohio. They had that silly little King of the Ring tournament. And I, just as a little matter of a history lesson, you know, I told Vince McMahon, I told the president of the WWF, that Jack Tunney guy, I told everybody, you're having a meaningless tournament here because I've spent almost 20 years of my life traveling all over the world, stepping in and out of the rings with the top wrestlers in the world, leaving them laying flat on their back to prove that I am the king of wrestling, to earn this crown and to earn the name the King of the Ring. So they have some little silly one-night tournament, and it didn't start out to be anything personal with Bret Hart because I told him, I said, I don't care who wins your little tournament. I'm going to go up, and when it's over, I'm going to introduce him to the real King of the Ring. And it just so happened that Bret Hart beat 3 guys in one night, big deal, and he won the tournament. Well, when it was over, I crowned him, and I showed him who was the real King of the Ring. Now Bret Hart is upset, and Bret Hart is, he's running around everywhere claiming that he is still the King of the Ring. And let me just say this. A lot of people ask me, since they've been seeing me on the World Wrestling Federation shows that are, by the way, basically done in New York City, which is, they call the Big Apple, as far as I'm concerned, it is the rotten apple because that place stinks. But sometimes I have people come up to me and say, you know, why is it that when you're on the World Wrestling Federation shows, the WWF, you act so mean and you act so bad and you treat Vince McMahon so badly? Well, did you get a look at Vince McMahon down here in Memphis, Tennessee? What do you think of Vince McMahon? Is he a jerk or not? That's right. He is an #1 first-class 14-carat jerk. And I'm going to tell you something, Vince McMahon. I want to invite you back down to Memphis, Tennessee, because we really got some Southern hospitality to show you and your kind next time you come back. Now, you come out here and you run your mouth, and you want to issue a big challenge. Tell me to put my money where my mouth is. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not scared of you, Vince McMahon, and I'm not scared of your big shot, Bret Hart. As a matter of fact, I think everybody knows now that I'm going to be facing Bret Hart 2 nights in a row. First of all, tomorrow night, right here in my backyard at the Mid-South Coliseum, they're going to lock me and Bret Hart inside a cage. And I'm going to tell you this, that means 2 things. Number 1, Bret Hart, your little brother Owen Hart is not going to be able to get in there to help you. And number 2, You're not going to be able to get out. It's just going to be me and you, and we're going to see who the real king of the ring is tomorrow night in Memphis. Now I got one more thing to say. I listened to Vince McMahon run his mouth. I listened to him try to put me on the spot, try to back me in a corner by telling me to put my money where my mouth is. You're right, Vince McMahon. It was no big deal. Putting a pot-bellied referee like Paul Neighbors on an ambulance and leaving the Coliseum, that wasn't a big deal. I knew I could do it. It was no problem. That's why I made the statement, if I didn't do it, I'd give everybody their money back. Well, I'm going to tell you this, Vince McMahon. I'm going to tell you something right now that you probably don't know and a lot of people are wondering about. I knew I could beat Paul Neighbors, and I know I can beat Bret Hart too, brother. And so I'm going to tell you right now, everybody, each and every one of you, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, Vince McMahon. Come on down tomorrow night. If I don't beat Bret Hart right in the middle of my ring in Mid-South Coliseum, I will give everybody their money back. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about Bret Hart. I'm talking about Bret the Hitman Hart, the former World Wrestling Federation champion, the Big Cheese, #1 in the World Wrestling Federation. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him tomorrow night. I'm going to beat him at SummerSlam. You can write it down in the book because I am the king, and I'm going to prove it. If I don't, you get your money back tomorrow night.
Boy, I tell you what a difficult guarantee. Now, last week, as he indicated, it's a pretty sure thing that the king is going to be able to beat the referee. Man, that's not the case with Bret the Hitman Hart here, and the guarantee that if Lawler doesn't beat the Hitman, Bret Hart, the so-called king of the ring in the cage, Lawler's going to give everybody their money back. Man, what a match and what a card coming up tomorrow night. By the way, again last week, one of the greatest crowds in a long, long time, and thank you very much, and look forward to seeing everyone at the Coliseum tomorrow night when the box office will be open now so you can pick your tickets up in advance. It's open right now and will be till 5 o'clock today, and then it opens tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Open Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock so you can pick up your tickets in advance for the matches which begin tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Mid-South Coliseum. And listen to this great card. The opening match, Jeff Gaylord will be coming in, the Missouri Tiger. He'll be going against the Australian rugby player and former NFL player Colin Scott. Then you got J.C. Ice. You saw him in action here today. He and Wolfie D thought they had won the match as PG-13, but it was reversed by the referee. Well, J.C. Ice will be wrestling as a single against the American Eagle tomorrow night. Mike Anthony, you'll meet him a little bit later. He will be going against Wolfie D in a match. And then we get to this one right here, the tag team match in which Brute Force, and boy, we saw them a few minutes ago, and they do look like brutes. They're tough. They will be going against Johnny West and Randy Rocket. Well, Randy Rocket has already been introduced to Brute Force a little bit if he was watching from the dressing room a few moments ago as he was involved in an earlier match, so I'm sure he's seen them in action now. Brute Force against Johnny West and Randy Rocket coming up tomorrow night. Then, in this one, they say Black Cats bring bad luck. Well, it's going to be the Black Pussycat against Miss Texas in a match tomorrow night. A giant war. He's 8 feet tall. Giant Gonzalez will be at the Mid-South Coliseum, and he's going to be going against the Vampire Warrior with Burt Prentice in his corner. That's right. The Giant will be here in the Giant War tomorrow night at the Coliseum. Then Owen Rocket Hart will be going against the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, trying to rocket to stardom and take the USWA heavyweight title, which was won and is held by none other than the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. What a match that ought to be. Rocket Owen Hart, fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, going against each other in the rocket to stardom. The USWA tag titles will be at stake, too. Get ready. The Moondogs with Richard Lee will be going against the Dog Catchers, and Burt Prentice will be in their corner. The USWA tag team titles on the line, and get ready anytime the Moondogs are in the house. The last train to nowhere is going to be the next match. That's right. Brian Christopher will again be going against Chris Adams. Now, you may recall But last time around, the match was for the hand of Miss Tony. That match won by Brian Christopher. However, well, we'll tell you more about that a little bit later. But let me tell you this. Special stipulation. Why the last train to nowhere? Because the loser leaves town. No time limit, no disqualification. Could this be the last time we have to see Brian Christopher and listen to him run his mouth? Well, we'll find out tomorrow night at the Coliseum. And then the final main event of the night. Caged King. Bret Hart, who most folks around here I don't think considered a king, even though he won that King of the Ring title. As Jerry the King Lawler pointed out, he won it in a one-night tournament, while Jerry the King Lawler became the king with a 20-year run of beating all comers, including the top names in the sport at any particular time. Put him in a cage and let's see how it comes out. That's what'll happen tomorrow night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Bret Hart against the King, Jerry Lawler. Not only that, of course, you got the fabulous one, as we said, Brian Christopher. Giant Gonzalez, only $1 increase in price. Box office is open till 5 o'clock today, and it'll be open again beginning at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You'll want to make plans, I'm sure, to pick up tickets in advance, so you'll be right there with the best seats and ready to go when action gets going tomorrow night at the Mid-South Coliseum. We're going to take a short break here. We'll be back with more. Don't go away.
Before you buy your next car, you could test it like this. Or you can read Consumer Reports. Before you buy your next washer or dryer, you could test it like this. Or you can read Consumer Reports. Consumer Reports tests brand name products every day to tell you which models were worth the money and which were not. And now you can put Consumer Reports to the test with a risk-free trial issue. Consumer Reports gives you independent test results on vehicles, refrigerators, TV, blue jeans, auto insurance, and more. We tell you the brand names and give you the model numbers to help you get better value for your dollar.
Call now for your risk-free trial issue. If you like it, pay just $22 for 11 more issues, 12 in all, plus the 1994 buying guide. Or write cancel on the bill, return it, and owe nothing. You'll also get the 1993 buying guide free with your paid subscription. Call now, 1-800-847-2400.
Call now and put us to the test.
If you rebuild it, they will come.
The one constant through all the years has been baseball.
Saturday, August 28th, the famous Chicken will team up with the Chicks for great family fun. And Sunday, August 29th, see the best in country music. It's Patty Loveless after the game as the Chicks close the season with fantastic entertainment.
If you rebuild it, they will come.
The Mid-South #1 volume leader, Shelby Dodge, has red-tagged all vehicles with a new no-haggle price, clearly marked. So for that second car, here's a new 93 Dodge 4-door Shadow, just $199 a month, 0 down. Choose from over 100 pre-owned cars for $1988, all red-tagged with our no-haggle price. $49.88 or $59.88. A car for every budget. Call us for an up-to-date list. We're your no-haggle red-tag dealer, Tennessee's #1 Dodge dealer, Shelby Dodge, on Mount Moriah in Memphis.
Well, he's here right now, the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. You see behind us here, rocket to stardom. That's what Owen Hart thinks he's going to be able to do.
That's right. Before I talk about the match, we got a great studio crowd here this morning, and I cannot wait. It's going to be an awful special night. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, 7:30, right, Dave? Same
right.
bell time. The Giant Gonzalez is going to be there, and I know one thing. I've seen Jerry get awful fired up for some matches. But tomorrow night, it's put up or shut up time for both of those guys. It's going to be in a cage match, and I cannot wait to see it because Jerry's awful fired up. But Owen Hart, the little brother of Bret Hart, yeah, like it says, rocket to stardom. That's what you think you're going to do. You think you're going to come into Memphis, Tennessee, and take this belt away from me. Well, I've worked long and hard, and I consider this my belt. Yeah. And you think you're a rocket? Well, I guess the countdown has already started. It's already started, and tomorrow night, it's going to come 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're expecting some big blast-off. Well, it looks like that rocket's just going to fizzle out, because tomorrow night, the fabulous one is going to hold on to the belt, and that's a promise.
All right, Jeff, good luck to you.
Well, the fabulous one, we've met some of his friends over the last several weeks, and here's another one, the legendary billiard player, Minnesota Fat.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round. They gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The nurse spoke up, said, leave this one alone. You can tell right away.
Hey, yo, Minnesota.
How are you? Glad to see you.
Doing all right?
I'm fine all the time. I don't have them hang-up suckers got off and on.
Had a couple of tomatoes outside.
I see it. I'll take charge of them.
You want to show me how to shoot a little pool today?
Yeah, I've hit a couple balls.
Okay, let's go.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round. They gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The nurse spoke up, said, leave this one alone. She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
Minnesota, you really are the world's greatest pool player.
Sure, I'm going to give you a shot. See how good you play.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out.
Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone.
How about it, Fast?
Jeff, now I know why they call you the fabulous one.
Oh, I don't know about that. Now, Minnesota, I've seen you play some mean pool, and I've seen you do some nice trick shots. You want to show us one?
Yeah.
Bad to the bone.
That's amazing.
Oh, now, Minnesota, that's fabulous.
Yeah, thank you.
Bad to the bone.
And there's the fabulous one right there, Jeff Jarrett. He wears the USWA heavyweight title, and he is in action here today against Clyde Coleman. It's a non-title match. As soon as we get the signal from referee T.D. Steele, we'll ring the bell. Jeff's got one of those great-looking wrestling outfits. He's handing the robe out, and now the USWA heavyweight title goes to the security person. And here we go, Corey Macklin.
Yeah, Dave Brown, we're ready for it. Not only does Jeff wear that Southern heavyweight title, boy, does he wear some good-looking wrestling attire. Fabulous one. Nice arm drag. Takes down Clyde Coleman.
You know, Jeff's wrestling attire is custom made for him. That's part of the thing that Jackie Fargo, the original Fabulous One, has inspired in his wrestlers, that you got to look good, too.
Indeed. Fabulous one. Boy, he plays pool. He plays hockey. Plays golf, too. I've been out on a golf course with him. Didn't fare very well. I don't fare very well with anyone, but the fabulous one.
Don't shoot baskets with him, though.
No. Don't shoot baskets with him. Don't play hockey with him. And you don't hardly want to wrestle him either.
No.
Jeff Jarrett whoops Coleman in. Big elbow. Takes Coleman down. Nice elbow from the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. That's Coleman up now. Clyde Coleman finds himself in the air, and a big suplex from Jeff Jarrett takes him down. The USWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, the fabulous one, with a boot to the midsection of Clyde Coleman. Comes off the rope. DDT's Coleman, and I'm mighty afraid that should do it for Clyde Coleman. Boy, he won't be doing much at all the rest of this bout. I can almost guarantee you that. Big shot kick from Jarrett. Takes him down. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. A long, short day for Clyde Coleman in there.
Jeff Jarrett gets the win. He's got those ribs taped up still from what happened here a week ago with a baseball bat. But it didn't seem to slow him down a whole lot here today as he got the victory over Clyde Coleman. And, of course, he is the USWA heavyweight champion, the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. Tell you what, somebody else is going to be in the USWA, 8 feet tall. Take a look at Giant.
At
the Happy Hawker, you'll find all kinds of merchandise at incredible savings. If you like to pay reasonable prices when you buy musical instruments, cameras, TVs and VCRs, tools, even jewelry, china, and antiques, or you're the kind of person who really searches for just the right gift at just the right price, then you may make a great pawn shopper. Do you need a short-term loan? We loan almost anything of value. So come to the Happy Hawker at either of our two convenient locations, 975 East Parkway South across from Liberty Land, or visit the Happy Hawker at 196 South Cooper near Union.
They're here. The new 94s are here at the giant Graceland Dodge, and just wait till you see them. This is the brand new 94 Dodge Caravan, and it can be yours now during Graceland's 94 introductory sale for only $249 a month. And we've still got a few 93s left, like this gorgeous 93 Intrepid, now only $252 a month. And remember, when we make a deal, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Come to the giant Graceland Dodge, Elvis Presley Boulevard at I-240, just a few minutes from everywhere.
Some kind of emergency, Bob?
Oh, yeah, free pups at Crystal.
Nothing's free. Besides, you've got a dog.
Honest, trooper. Head to Crystal, buy 3 pups, get the 4th one free.
Yeah, the chili pup. All beef hot dog, mouth watering chili, and the corn pup with a dog dipped in that tasty cornmeal batter. Aren't you a little young to have a license?
Hey, he's a dog. Multiplied by 7.
Oh, yeah.
Are you paying too much for your car insurance? Then you should call Mid-South Insurance Office.
Mid-South Insurance Office cut the down payment on my car insurance in half.
Mid-South saved me $40 a month on my payment.
Mid-South gave me immediate coverage so I could buy a new car.
Mid-South Insurance Office has been here in Memphis for over 50 years. I know they'll be here when I need them.
Even if you have tickets, accidents, or a DUI, call Mid-South Insurance Office today at 276-6388.
A giant war coming up here, as a matter of fact, and you see the giant right there behind me, 8 feet tall, Giant Gonzalez. He is going to be going against the Vampire Warrior, and here's Bert Prentice right here. Look a little nervous there, Bert.
You know, Dave Brown, what usually happens after a title changes hands? It's called a rematch, right? Usually you get a rematch to get your belt back. But that lying, thieving, conniving crook Eddie Marlin won't give me a rematch against that sissy Jeff Jarrett. He says, oh no, first you have to fight, and I mean fight. 8-foot-tall Giant Gonzalez. Are you out of your mind, Eddie Marlin? Have you totally went off the deep end? You belong in a restroom. And if you keep doing this to me, I'm going to take you to the funeral home, because you cannot do this to me time after time. We deserve a rematch with Jeff Jarrett, but that's okay. 8-foot-tall Giant Gonzalez, all I got to say for you is you're a lot bigger lunch and a lot more blood for the Vampire.
Bert Prentice, well, he talks a big game, all right, but you see the giant right there, Giant Gonzalez, and that's who that Vampire Warrior is going to have to face tomorrow night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Hey, there's lots of action coming up around the USWA over the next few weeks. Corey's got some details on that.
All right, thank you, Dave. Yeah, begins tonight. Jonesboro, Arkansas, 8 o'clock. Earl Bell Community Center, right down there on Church Street. Hey, tickets are on sale as we speak, right down Front Page Cafe. You see the lineup tonight. BG-13, Brian Christopher, Moondogs on the card in Jonesboro, the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, the King, Jerry Lawler, all of them over in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It is tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Earl Bell Community Center on Church Street. Be there for a big USWA action tonight in Jonesboro. Hey, coming up Friday night, championship wrestling in Blytheville, Arkansas. National Guard Armory on Division Street, Blytheville, Arkansas, Friday night. And it's Blytheville's biggest night of wrestling. They got Jerry the King Lawler, fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, the Moondogs on the card. And what makes it big? Giant Gonzalez. He's going to be in Blytheville, Arkansas, coming up Friday night, 8 o'clock. National Guard Armory, you see Giant Gonzalez in Blytheville, Arkansas, Friday night in Blytheville. Coming soon, USWA Championship Wrestling in Brownsville, Tennessee, and also USWA action in Oxford, Mississippi at Ole Miss University. That's USWA Championship Wrestling on tour tomorrow night, a big night. You got 10 big matches, only $1 increase in prices. Look for everybody down to Mid-South Coliseum tomorrow night, 7:30. Dave?
All right, Corey, thanks. And we want to tell you about a little bit about the Brian Christopher situation. First, if I could take just a moment, Corey, you mentioned all the places USWA is going to be on the road. Keep in mind that TV5 is going to be on Highway 5 all this coming week. We will be taking our news shows to 5 cities around the Mid-South, beginning on Monday for Wake Up Call, the noon news, and the 5 o'clock news. So be sure and be watching Highway 5 coming up all next week right here on TV5. All right. What about this last train to nowhere? Yeah, it looks like that arrow's going nowhere. Well, Brian Christopher, Chris Adams are going to be involved in that match. Loser's going to have to leave town. No time limit, no disqualification. Last week, Brian Christopher won the hand of Tony Adams, but all is not well in the Brian Christopher camp. Look at what I mean.
No, it's Christopher with the right hand. And again, another right from Gentleman Adams. Our gentleman, Chris Adams, wrestles in out of London, England, and he can go. Clothesline takes Christopher down. Christopher, oh, he reaches in his tights back there. Chris Adams on the top rope. Chris comes out, and Christopher clobbers it. Oh, boy. Big right from Christopher, too. He got it. That's it. 1, 2, 3. In 6 minutes and 17 seconds, Brian Christopher is going to be the winner of the bout in 6:17, and Miss Simpson will leave with Brian Christopher. 6 minutes and 17 seconds, your winner, Brian Christopher. Miss Simpson is telling referee Frank Morale that Christopher used the chain in there. Oh! Christopher waiting for a big hug, and thank you for Miss Simpson of Tony Adams. And Tony holds up a no, Christopher. Goes over, and sending to Chris, look out, Tony. Christopher snatches a by a hand. Pulls Tony Adams out of the ring, and takes Tony.
Choose your size, choose your comfort.
Either way, Fleming's anniversary celebration means big savings for you on Famous Simmons bedding.
Like this Maxipedic Santa Fe set, just $148 per piece. King, queen, full or twin. Choose from luxury firm or extra firm.
And this Famous Simmons video rest set just can't be beat. Pillow top comfort for $198 per piece, any size. Or choose this extra firm beauty rest set.
With no interest and no payment until January. Why wait?
In Memphis, South Haven, Jackson, and Germantown, Fleming's is simply the best.
Have you ever tasted Crystal Pepsi?
No.
Definitely different than traditional Pepsi. What do you think? Everyone is watching. We're waiting. It has a cleaner flavor. A little thing of lemon in there. What do you think?
Refreshing. Not heavy. No, it's not syrupy.
We're still waiting, Brandon. Please recycle. That's good.
This is different.
Wow. Okay, Brandon. What do you think? America's waiting.
It tastes real good. What are you think?
The time is now the 93 all-out closeout. The time when Dobbs Ford goes all out to close out all remaining new 93s to make room for the 94s. Every new 93 conversion truck by Mark III, Tiara, and Centurion reduced thousands for immediate sale and delivery. Plus nearly 100 conversion vents from Tiara, 707, and Mark III closeout priced as low as $16,988. But when they're gone, they're gone. See us now this weekend while selection's best during the 93 all-out closeout. Happening this weekend at Dobbs Ford, Mount Moriah and I-240.
Wake Up Call takes you down Highway 5 to meet our neighbors around the Mid-South. On Monday, we'll take you high above Greenwood for a bird's-eye view aboard a hot air balloon. Tuesday, learn how the literary tradition of Oxford is being kept alive by a local entrepreneur. And Wednesday, you'll see how some Memphians are flying high after their hobby was nearly grounded. Join Wake Up Call as we head down Highway 5 on WMC TV5, the Mid-South's news leader.
Chuck Cotton Band World is a fantasy island with over 175 custom bands and 6.5% interest and 72 months to pay for qualified buyers. 6.5% interest and 72 months on every new Choo-Choo, Explorer, Timeless, and Bantique and Stockman. Take a Timeless raise to a custom van with a giant 14-inch color TV, central heat and air, sofa bed, and big 350 V8 engine for only $29.88. Chuck Cotton Van World, where I-240 and Mount Moriah meet in Memphis, man.
Aloha from Rentronics, America's home for rent-to-own, celebrates Hawaiian Days. Get an RCA TV VCR combo just $19.99 a week. Catch a wave, a sound wave that is, with a Pioneer stereo for $25.99 a week. Here's a hot deal that'll make the Big Kahuna happy. An RCA 35-inch TV with direct view for a clearer Big Kahuna picture. Just $51.99 a week. So pick up a great deal during Hawaiian Days at Rentronics, America's home for rent-to-own.
The latest weather information with InstaLert 5 on TV5, the Mid-South's news leader. Well, Mike Anthony is going to be out here in just a couple of minutes. He is going to be wrestling Brian Christopher. And speaking of Brian Christopher, here he comes right here. And, yeah, things are not well at all there. Tony Adams does not look all that thrilled to be accompanying Brian Christopher to the ring area here. Yeah, she's not that happy.
Would you keep your mouth shut and you listen to me, okay?
Just making an observation.
Now, Dave Brown, come over here a little bit. Get a little closer. As everybody knows, me and Chris Adams had a big match this past week with Miss Simpson being the prize to the winner, right? And everybody knows that since nobody on God's green earth can beat me, I won the match, right? And now Miss Simpson is mine for good. But, like you said when I walked out here, she's not all that happy. And I know, Miss Simpson, I know that you're not all that happy. I know that you're not happy at the way that I won the match. I know that. And I know that you're a little bit mad because you have to do all the cooking, and you have to do all the cleaning, and you have to do all the driving to the towns, and you have to do all the chores. And I know that. And I understand that. But today, I'm going to rectify this situation. I'm going to change it and make you the happiest woman on the face of the earth, okay?
Yeah, right.
Just listen to me, okay? Now listen. Right now, Dave, I've brought along a little present for you. I got a present for you here today. And I know that since a lady of your beauty and a lady of your charm, you shouldn't have to do all the cooking and cleaning. And I just realized that. And right here today, I want to bring out my present to you. This is going to make you the happiest woman alive. Come on out here. This right here is Miss Robin. Miss Robin for you, Miss Simpson. Can you believe this? Look at what I've got you. Your own personal nanny. This is Miss Robin. This is Miss Simpson.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Adams. I'm very pleased to be assisting you in any way you need.
That's right. She is going to do everything for you. All the cooking, all the cleaning, any chores you need taken care of, you just clap your hands and she'll be right there at your beck and call. Can you believe it? What a nice guy I am, huh?
Yeah.
What a nice guy. And anything you want, she will take care of it for you.
Well, okay, you've made her happy. There's no doubt about it. She's ecstatic over the situation
What a
here.
nice guy I am.
I do. I wouldn't go that
Now
far.
get me somebody to beat up.
You've got an opponent coming in there right now, as a matter of fact, and you do have a match. Well, I will not say he's a nice guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I will say he has made Miss Simpson, Tony Adams, very happy with, what do you say, Miss Robin?
Yeah, Miss Robin.
Her very own nanny. In the ring right now, it's Mike Anthony. Don't know too much about Mike, but glad to have him in the USWA, and he has got a tough assignment here today against Brian Christopher. Well, now Brian is saying, okay, now the first thing Miss Robin needs to do for you is instead of you taking off my warm-up jacket, she needs to be the one to perform that chore. So And supervised by Tony Adams down in the corner. There she is. Mike Anthony just watching all of this from across the ring as Christopher continues to celebrate. Well, we're technically underway. The bell has sounded, but Brian with a word for referee T.D. Steele.
And everybody else in attendance here today. Mike Anthony, young man wrestles out of Seattle, Washington. And Anthony, first look at Mike in the USWA.
Brian celebrating over here. Yeah, that was for you, he tells Miss Simpson / Tony Adams.
Oh, look at that. Who is that for? That's for Mike Anthony, pulling his hair in there, and that's not a legal tactic at all. And Christopher, he just doesn't care when he gets in there.
Well, he is, I think, more than making Tony Adams happy, he's made himself happy. He thinks this is his day now. Everything is going to be fine. Got Mike in a headlock.
Christopher leaps over Mike Anthony, comes under him again. Anthony sided him up. Oh, boy. He had him set up by the hip toss, and Christopher almost took his arm off with that move. Hip toss Mike Anthony, took him down hard, and he wants to get the approval from Miss Robin, who is the new nanny in the family of the camp of Brian Christopher and Miss Simpson.
That's Miss Simpson. Tony Adams told Miss Robin, if you stand back over here, I'll do the cheering.
Yeah.
Brian, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I saw that. He didn't look too happy about that at all.
No. Oh, my goodness. When Brian Christopher's around, you just never know what's going to happen next, fans.
Oh, boy. Christopher backs Anthony up against the rope. Whips him in. Mike leaps over him. Comes back over again. And goes down. A right hand from Christopher, boy.
Yeah, he caught him full in the face with that right fist. And, again, over to the corner to celebrate a little bit, to tell Tony Adams, Miss Simpson, just how great he is.
Oh. Miss Simpson is now directing the new nanny, Miss Simpson. Directing her where to stand.
Christopher asking Mike Anthony if he want to just give up. You want to just give up now? Anthony, of course, said no. Hanging in there.
Mike's hanging in there, yeah. He's got Christopher in a headlock now. Christopher with a handful of hair. Whips him into the rope. Anthony leaps over him. Comes back. Leapfrog.
Oh, look at that.
Christopher, big jump kick from Mike Anthony. Good move from Anthony. Oh, look at that.
My goodness.
Oh, boy, Anthony comes out on the floor. He grabs Miss Robin over here. Yeah, he just gives Miss Robin a kiss on the smackers over there.
Boy, he sure did. He just planted a kiss on Miss Robin, and Miss Robin looks like she's still a little bit in shock.
Who does this put think he is? Who are you to kiss her? This Miss Robin, her nanny. You don't lay a finger on her, boy. You just better be glad you didn't kiss Miss Simpson. Well, I tell you understand me? You're dead, punk.
Well, a threat by Brian Christopher over here at the desk, but Mike Anthony, apparently he got tired of Brian trying to embarrass him there and just make him look really bad and spending more time celebrating with Miss Simpson and Miss Robin over here than paying attention to what was going on in the match. And he just proved to him that he could stay in there with him, at least for a while.
Yeah, Anthony holds on. Yeah, that is a good point, don't you think about it? Because Mike Anthony has really stood up to Christopher. Hey, look at this. Goes under. He grabs Miss Simpson.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. That may be all she wrote for Mike Anthony, because Brian Christopher does not like that at all. Boy, he goes after Anthony, nailing away on Mike Anthony. Into the ring post, and Mike, boy, I know he's excited and everything, but man,
well, that was
Christopher he doesn't like that.
That was a big mistake for Mike Anthony. For one thing, it took the focus off of the match where he was doing rather well.
Yeah.
And for another thing, he has just incensed Brian Christopher. Oh, look at that kick.
Man, oh, man.
And I'm afraid it's just turned into a very, very tough day for Mr. Mike Anthony.
Yeah, well, compared to the way this bout began, Brian Christopher took it easy living on Mike Anthony. All of a sudden, he's giving him a hard road to travel because, boy, he goes after Anthony. Christopher makes sure Miss Simpson's all right. Mike rolls him up. He got him. He got him. 1, 2, 3. Mike Anthony defeats Brian Christopher. Oh, yeah. How about it? Mike Anthony gets the 1, 2, 3 over Brian Christopher. Christopher's out making sure Miss Simpson was okay, and it was a mistake. As a matter of fact, the 1, 2, 3 mistake that cost him the bout. Miss Simpson steps in the ring, and so does Miss Robin. Oh, boy. An angry Brian Christopher.
What we're looking at is a temper tantrum, Corey.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's called, Dave. Oh, and add insult to injury, Miss Texas comes out and walks right in front of Christopher.
They're trying their best to console him, but he will not be consoled. There you go. He just got beat. Man, what a turn of events there for Mike Anthony, who paid attention, who just stayed there. And he got the cover in the count of 3, and Brian Christopher is still incredibly unhappy about the turn of events. Well, I tell you what, somebody who doesn't appear too unhappy right now, you know, we've got this black cats can be, well, there it is, bad luck right there. Here's Miss Texas to talk a little bit about that.
Now, I don't know who the black pussycat is, but I wrestled girls like Lauren Davenport, Dirty White Girl, and Bert Prentice. And those girls can wrestle their way out of wet paper bags. Now, by the sound of that name, Black Pussycat, you don't sound so tough.
Oh, goodness. All of a sudden, Miss Texas attacked here by apparently the Black Pussycat. That's the first time I've ever seen her, but with that outfit, can't be much mistake. Jumping Miss Texas while we're just trying to interview her. And just continuing to beat up on her here on the floor. Here comes a little bit of help. T.D. Steele is out. Here's Eddie Marlin and Randy Hales. They get them separated. And, well, I guess that's... she got loose, and she goes after Miss Texas again. Rolling down here on the floor over behind the ring. There's just about got them apart. Well, not quite. Not quite. They're still going there. Well, we'll get them separated, fans. Don't go away.
It's our Super Summer Sacrifice Sale, going on right now at your Mid-South Chevy dealers. We're clearing out our entire 1993 inventory to make room for the 94s, like the Chevy Lumina, Family Circle's Domestic Car of the Year. And right now, you can get $1,250 cash back on Lumina, plus an additional $800 discount for a total savings of more than $2,000. That's $2,050 off every 93 Lumina. Shop the Super Summer Sacrifice Sale and save, only at your Mid-South Chevy dealers.
At Circuit City, we'll beat anybody's price. Guaranteed. This week, get 0% interest till 1994 on top brand camcorders and on all IBM and compact computers. Plus, all RCA TVs are on sale, like this 20-inch with remote, just $197.97. And all Sony portable CD players are on sale, like this CD boombox, now $149.97.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
Well, there ain't no doubt about the power to. Got the airborne rust, rockin' to. Get up, get out of that chair. Get up, get with the power
Mountain Dew taste is also available caffeine-free in regular and diet.
Why are more and more of your friends and neighbors buying at the new Project 2000 Gwatney Chevrolet Geo Oldsmobile Isuzu on Covington Pike?
The price and the way they treated us when we walked in the door. And they met us with a smile and we left with a smile. And I really appreciated the way they dealt with us while we were here.
And what's really exciting is our Oldsmobile pricing policy and 30-day repurchase guarantee. Fully equipped new Cutlass Sierras at one no-hassle price of just $13,995. Gwatney Chevrolet Geo Oldsmobile Isuzu 2000 Covington Pike.
Well, the last train to nowhere may be sitting on the tracks now all of a sudden, and Brian Christopher has lost a match.
Jillian, step in here. Dave Brown, I'm sick and I'm tired of everybody not treating me with the proper respect I deserve. Not told that punk first he kissed her, and I warned him. Don't you dare kiss her. What's he do? He runs over there and kisses her. Well, Mike Anthony, you're a dead man. And Chris Adams, I've been wanting to kill you for a week now. But this time right here, I got my chances on loser leave town. I can get rid of you, and I can start concentrating on other things. I've got my family right here. I got Miss Simpson, and I got Miss Robin, her nanny. And we're going to start taking care of business. Chris Adams, you're leaving town. Adios, amigo. And Mike Anthony, I'm inviting you down there after that match is over with, and he's done packed his bags and left town. You're next, boy. I'm going to bust your face in every which way I can. You understand me? Do you understand me?
I understand you, Brian, but you got to do it in the ring.
And you people better start understanding me, too. And all you stinking slobs sitting at home, you better understand me, too.
Brian Christopher making threats against everybody just about here. Keep in mind, he just lost a match just a couple of minutes ago right here on this television station, and now he's involved in the last train to nowhere match. Loser leaves town, no time limit, no disqualification. Brian Christopher against Chris Adams tomorrow night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Matter of fact, let's check the entire card for the Mid-South Coliseum. It all begins at 7:30 tomorrow night. Big action coming up, and this is the opening match. And as we told you earlier, the box office will be open for the rest of the day until 5 o'clock today, so you can pick up your tickets in advance, and it'll be open beginning at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Pick up those tickets. Be right there at ringside for this opening match, Jeff Gaylord against Colin Scott. Then, following that, you got J.C. Ice going against the American Eagle, Mike Anthony, with an upset victory here today over Brian Christopher. Will step into the ring trying to make it 2 matches in 2 days as he goes against Wolfie D. Then, Brute Force, that big tag team, which has been brought in here by Bert Prentice, will be going against Johnny West and Randy Rocket. Following that one, Black Cats bring bad luck. Well, we got a glimpse of the Black Pussycat, who was just unceremonially attacked Miss Texas while we were doing the interview. Finally, they got them separated, but they'll be back in action, but this time in the ring at the Mid-South Coliseum tomorrow night. A giant war coming up. Giant Gonzalez, 8 feet tall, will be going against the Vampire Warrior. Bert Prentice, I don't care what he says, he's worried, he's nervous. His Vampire Warrior's got to go against the Giant. Then, Rocket Owen Hart is going to attempt a rocket to stardom. And the way he's going to do that is by trying to take the USWA heavyweight title, but that's not going to be an easy task. Jeff Jarrett won that belt and is intent on keeping it against Owen Hart tomorrow night. The USWA tag titles on the line. The Moondogs. Get ready. The Moondogs and Richard Lee will be there to go against Bert Prentice's Dog Catchers with the USWA tag titles hanging in the balance. The last train to nowhere. Man, all of a sudden, this one has taken on sort of a different turn. Brian Christopher was able to defeat Chris Adams a week ago and win the hand of Miss Simpson, Tony Adams. But now, all of a sudden, Brian Christopher distracted today, I'll grant you that, but defeated. Might be a different story this time. And remember, this is loser leave town. No time limit, no disqualification. Brian Christopher against Chris Adams. Following that, the Caged Kings, Bret Hart Claims to be the king of the ring as a result of winning a one-night tournament in the WWF, as Jerry Lawler has pointed out. But the king, Jerry Lawler, says, I've had it with these guys, not only Bret Hart, but other guys who go around calling themselves the king. And then with all that's ensued with Bret Hart over recent weeks, beginning with that king of the ring thing in Dayton, Ohio, Jerry the King Lawler steps into the ring, said, hey, we're going to be in a cage. Owen Hart, your little brother, can't get to you to help you out, and you can't get away. It'll be Caged Kings. The Kings will be in the ring. Bret Hart against Jerry Lawler tomorrow night, Sunday night, at the Mid-South Coliseum, beginning at 7:30. Some kind of action coming up. We'll be back right here after this.
I'd love to say right now 3 or 4 of the designers that we carry, but then you wouldn't be able to save the money that you can save by shopping at the Men's Warehouse. We have an arrangement with the manufacturers. We will not mention their names on television. You have to come into a Men's Warehouse store and see for yourself. And quite frankly, when you're in a store for 1 minute, you'll recognize the brands and you'll understand the savings that's hanging on the rack. I guarantee it.
The Men's Warehouse. Call 1-800-776-SUIT.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Walters again. It's Performance Toyota in Memphis, and no matter where you live in the Mid-South, make that short drive right now. It's our Toyotathon summer sales event, and your chance to save lots and lots of money. In fact, here's just one example, folks. You hurry in right now to drive home in a brand-new Toyota Tucson, just like this one, just in time for that family vacation. Check out this price. You pay no money down, and then just $137 a month. So no matter where you live, Bolivar, Whiteville, Ripley, make that short drive. It's Toyotathon at Performance Toyota, Mount Moriah, Mendenhall. You come and see it.
Dave, we're coming up on the departure time about 10. Roger, copy 1980.
10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff.
Hi, have you heard about the new Bertice Berry show? Who? Is this a contest?
My dog's name is Boutros.
It's Bertice, and she's got a brand new talk show coming this fall. A talk show?
Talk show about what?
She's going to focus on real people, real issues, something we can watch.
What was his name again?
Bertice Berry. Bertica? Bertice.
That's easy for you to say.
Maybe you should have the talk show. Maybe someday I will.
Mornings are about to get a little more interesting. The Bertice Berry Show, premiering Monday, September 13th at 11 on TV5.
Hello, Pizza Hut Delivery?
Yes, this is the home of the Bigfoot Pizza.
Yes, we'll deliver it. Hello, Little Caesars?
No. No Bigfoot?
No small foot?
No medium foot?
And especially no delivery.
For the biggest pizza you can get delivered, there's only one place to call. Pizza Hut.
Right to your door.
That we will. Even if we made the Bigfoot pizza, which we don't, we wouldn't deliver.
Because we can't. Yes.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. Wants me to deliver. What do you think, I'm a stork? No, we don't deliver.
Bigfoot Pizza from Pizza Hut. The biggest pizza you can get delivered.
Sensational summer savings.
Homer Skelton Autoflex.
All Mazdas are sale priced as Homer Skelton launches the all-new 94 Mazda truck. From towing capacity to horsepower to value and warranty, Homer Skelton's all-new Mazda truck beats them all. This weekend only, priced as low as $79.88. Homer Skelton's prices feel as good as the Mazdas. This weekend only, $79.88 for an all-new 94 Mazda truck.
Homer Skelton Autoflex.
Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, home of a million parts. Call or come by 3100 Gill Road and see Dennis Hall's large inventory of both domestic and foreign parts. Bumper-to-bumper body parts, used and rebuilt engines and transmissions. They also specialize in both new and used glass replacement for all makes and models of cars and trucks. For steering column and deck repair, Dennis Hall's guaranteed the lowest prices in Memphis.
Hi, I'm Chris. Real Deal Coffee. For the best prices in town, come on down.
Shop today at Jolly Royal because you can't beat us.
Buy any of these living room groups for $6.99. Act now. We'll sweeten the deal with freebies. That's right. Get free furniture at Jolly Royal. 3 horn tables is freebie. A total of 6 pieces, $6.99. Take home this black lacquer or colonial dining room for $7.49. Get a free matching china cabinet. More freebies. Buy this bunk bed for $2.49. The bedding is free. Shop around. You'll see. You can't beat our prices. You can't beat our terms. You can't beat us.
The Fabulous One is back with us here.
That's right. Tomorrow night, Cage King, Rocket to Stardom, Train to Nowhere, all kind of things going on tomorrow night. But tonight in Jonesboro, you got the Moondogs, myself. It's going to be a great card over there. Earl Bell Community Center. Jerry the King Lawler's going to be there. I can't wait. A great night of action, Dave. Looking forward to it.
Sounds great. Good luck tonight. Good luck tomorrow night in that Rocket to Stardom match and retaining that USWA belt. We're out of time. Thanks, Jeff. And for Corey Macklin, till next week, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
Tomorrow night, special night. Be there, Dave.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.